Alright, behind this library, forget the name of it. It's got a pretty neat, this is a park. I don't see any trails around this water though. So, it's one of them open parks. It's pretty neat looking. It's very big too on the map. And oh, there's a jackrabbits. A couple jackrabbits just run away like crazy. They're big, they're pretty big. All right, this is I think a gopher hole underneath the sign, McAllister Park. So you could take a bit of a loop around this water. Pretty neat. Another jackrabbit just scared the heck out of me, and it came from here. I don't know if are the jackrabbits digging the holes? There's a few holes around, but I'm not really detecting prairie dogs. Could be the jackrabbits. All right, so this is a little odd. It looks like the snake might have died. Its head is buried in the ground, I think. Oh, and it's still kind of like odd. Okay. All right. I think it's dead. A recent death. Yeah, it's kind of. You can see it kind of like buried in the ground. Are these poisonous? It feels so soft. Seems like a recent death. I wonder if I could put together a video of cops asking each other for IDs out of my collection. Just cut the clips to show cops asking each other for IDs back and forth. That might be interesting. Alright, so this Harley Davidson has an old-timey wagon of some sort on display. I've never seen one with these drawers in the back. Looks like they flip down. Oh my, I don't know what kind this would be. This is a unique one that I've never seen. Full display barrel with water. I think it's like a gravy truck or a food wagon of some kind. That's well decked out. That's decked out really good. Chuck Wagon, that's what it's called. Yeah, this is like a fully decked Chuck Wagon without the food or a canvas. So it looks like Best Buy wasn't happy with their location. They're down, they're maybe a mile away from here, and you can't have two. They used to have it next to the movie place. These guys tried to steal my bicycle. Wow, that was impressive. I can't believe it. They actually pulled on the bicycle frame. They got something in the back. Wow. They actually come up to my bicycle. They said, "Hey, it's locked." And then they pulled on it really hard, making it kind of jerk. And then they see me come out and they took off. Wow, right in this Lowe's parking lot. What time is it? 1:39 a.m. and on a Friday night here at this Lowe's. And these guys tried to steal my bicycle. They were gonna, he sounded white, actually. Let's just say that. It is locked. It sounded like a white person. That was impressive. Alright, let me add that I saw his shadow right about here. This is a permanent light structure. He got to the driver's side, but he couldn't see in because of all this fog. You can't see in through the front, you can't see in through the side. He would have seen me. He looked inside and he said it's locked. He didn't try, I don't believe he tried the door handle, but he definitely wanted the bicycle. Maybe more. He probably wanted more. But this light fixture is locked. Even though those lights are off, I still get some shadow. And I was waking up to see a shadow, thinking it was cops, but they didn't have any flashlights. I'm thinking that I could really use a bright flashlight. The ones I got are good for travel, but possibly that could have made a difference. I could have shined a nice bright flashlight. But the thing is, I would have had to fumble with both a flashlight and my phone, and I couldn't zoom in. But I mean, to quickly get a flash on the truck would probably have helped more than fiddling with the zoom. Alright, there's this alarm that went off. I hope it's not at the Lowe's. That'll bring a police response. Alright, so walking away from my car to investigate that alarm, it was echoing off the Lowe's, making it sound like it was on the Lowe's, but it's actually towards the movie theater. It's very curious. It just happened at 3 a.m. There's quite a few. That's a building alarm, because a car alarm doesn't sound like that. There's quite a bit of criminal activity around here. There's not even any significant black population. It's white on white. I suspect that criminal might have thought that I was staying at this hotel, and the reason I'm parked in the Lowe's parking lot is because it's too full in that parking lot. What are the chances? Alright, I bought this Christmas tree stand for $10 at Target for a 6-inch tree, or my propane canister. That's pretty good. It is a little loose, so I guess I'll want to use the screws for the top. I can't say it's more ideal to cook outside, to cook inside the car, because I mean, I block wind, but it would be safer outside the car. And this thing is not toppling over for anything. That's nice. It's just so bulky, though. That's my biggest complaint. It'll take up a lot of room in the car. All right, first I want to have some peppermint here. I got this cup, and then I'll pour it into that cup since it's loose leaf. I got a little strainer. Yeah, it's in there. Sink strainer. I I use things in odd ways. Christmas tree stands for my propane, a sink strainer to strain tea leaves. It's getting warm. This is near empty, but it's still producing heat. So I just got to give it more time. And I've never really mastered this, but the barley says it takes 10 to 12 minutes. I'm getting it soaking. That would give it a little head start. Not much though, maybe a minute. So I'm holding off on the steel cut because this is like 5 to 7 minutes. And I want to coordinate the timing of the oats with the barley. I'd like to cook them together, but I think I need to put the oats in maybe after a couple of minutes. Alright, so I fell a little short of boiling, but that's okay. As long as it got like steaming hot. There's a couple bubbles. I'll work on the barley next. I'm not really getting a flame. It's not even visible. Max power. I'm pretty much emptying this completely, I think. I should probably just switch. It's still burning. Barely. You can just barely see a little flame. Warm things up so slowly. That hawk was going after those little ground dogs. Oh, he just goes up there. He went down to the ground with the prairie dogs, and they weren't having it. And now he's watching. Alright, I got the Big Mag light. That shines. That would have lit up that truck's license plate. Maybe a little too brightly. Yeah, certainly would have lit him up. The reckless people of big cities who break things and just abuse products in public, like break their phones or rev their cars high and all that. I wonder if they spent significant time in a small town when they see that there's such a lack of availability of these products. So people get into soaking their cereals overnight and stuff, but I never do it because I don't see the reason to soak dry grains anyway. I'll soak I got sweet potato in here. I got fermented sweet potato. I'll soak the sweet potato and then add it in the cereal. Alright, today's a boring day today, so I went on a little walk. It's a Sunday, all libraries are closed. So I went on a little walk today and found these two broken LG phones. I don't know the model. I'm gonna try to hook them up to my computer and see if I can get access. Maybe that'll tell me the model of these. Because this local Walmart here, see they got shards. They don't seem to be getting in my skin, but they can. I can recycle them at this Walmart, but first I want to look inside. And as you can see, this is a Samsung. LG switched over to Samsung. Even this is a very similar style. I'm recording on my Samsung S9. This is a very similar style. Whoops. That's gone. Oh, it's over here. Won't be needing these anymore. Jesus, come on. It's got some wording. It's got a little message on there. Upside down. Sprint. So you could see they still turn on. Yeah, buzzed, and then it's got it's such a bright light. Alright. So I just unplugged it there. And then this other one, it turned on, yeah. And then it's got a little green to it. They're all smacked up, but all the hardware inside works. I just broke the screens. So I'm gonna take a look on inside, see if they took any pictures or whatever, if there's a password. Alright, well, all I can assume is that they locked both these because I'm not getting any access.